You know, most stories, they have a clear starting point, right? A beginning. But what if a story didn't start with something happening, but with, well, an absence? We're going to get into the whole mystery of a character named Thane, because his entire life is basically built on that one big question.
Okay, I want you to really think about this for a second. Seriously, what if your first memory was your first moment? I mean, no childhood, no parents, no history whatsoever. Just poof, you exist, starting right now. That's the world our guy Thane is living in. That's his reality.
So here's the deal. About 30 years ago, Thane's story, or, lack of one, kicks off. He washes up on the shores of this super magical place, Thay Isle. He's a young air genasi, which means he's got a bit of elemental air in his blood. And he's alive, he's breathing, but his past, it's a total blank, like a completely empty page. His first memories are just the island. And that's it. Nothing before.
So what do you do with all that emptiness? I mean, when there's nothing from your past to tell you who you are, what do you even look for inside yourself? Well, for Thane, the answer came like a lightning bolt. He found out he had music in his bones. It wasn't something he learned. It was just there, part of him.
And he just ran with it. That one discovery became the foundation for his whole identity. Songs literally poured out of him, And his words, his humor, just as sharp and sparkling as his music. He was a total natural on stage, and with no roots to tie him down, he became this charming vagabond, just wandering all over the Crystal Kingdom, going wherever the mood struck him.
Okay, so with that kind of persona, he pretty quickly got himself a reputation. Because, when you're that charming and free-spirited, you tend to get labeled a troublemaker. Let's just say when Thane rolled into town, there was always a lot of laughter and usually a few minor incidents.
And the way his mind works is just fantastic. Get this. Here's a perfect example of his art of mischief. He's at the Crystal Capital stables, and he sees 3 horses that look, and I'm quoting here, tragically bored. So what's his solution? Obviously, he just borrows them for a little field trip. I mean, can you imagine the look on the stablemaster's face? Or how about this little story? 1 box of enchanted fireflies. Sounds kind of sweet, right? Harmless, even. But what happens when you, say, accidentally let them all loose in the middle of a super fancy noble's garden party? Well, Thane found out. And believe me, so did every single one of the guests.
But here's the thing you got to understand about Thane's brand of chaos. It's never mean-spirited. Not at all. He might cause a little ruckus, but he always makes it right. He'll own up to it, flash this ridiculously charming grin, and somehow smooth everything over. I mean, he did apologize for the whole firefly thing, eventually.
So yeah, that's the performer, right? The charming troublemaker. But that's just the surface. What's actually going on underneath all that bravado? Let's peel back a layer here and really look at the paradox that makes him who he is.
And this, right here, this is the heart of it. On one side, you've got the performer we've been talking about. He's flamboyant, he's witty, he's the guy causing a bit of harmless chaos. But then there's the person. And the people who get really close to him, they see this hidden gentleness, a really deep softness that just hints that there's something more, something buried way down deep.
And this is what really drives him. For the most part, he's made peace with that blank page. He gets that he doesn't know who he was, but what he's really focused on is the future. He is so determined to figure out who he's meant to be. You see, his whole quest isn't about recovering what he lost. It's about building something new.
But, the past has a funny way of not staying buried, doesn't it? Something's starting to change. As all these strange things start happening in the world, a totally new chapter is about to start for Thane. And it's one where that forgotten past is finally starting to wake up.
And he can feel it, deep down. It's not a clear thought or anything, it's a feeling. He says it's like a memory that's trying to fight its way through thick clouds. After 30 years of silence, his past is starting to knock on the door.
It's super subtle. But think about it. For an air genasi, someone who's literally connected to the wind and the sky, what could possibly be more important? It feels just like a breeze suddenly shifting direction. It's a sign that change is coming, that destiny is on the move.
And of course, it all comes back to music. The one thing he's always had. It defined his identity, it's shaping his future, and now it might even hold the key to his past. It's all wrapped up in this one idea, a song, just waiting to be remembered. He can't quite hear the whole melody yet,
but it's getting closer. So, here we are, right back where we started, with a question. And Thane's whole story kind of forces us to think about it. It's bigger than just amnesia, right? It's about what identity even is. And it leaves you wondering, if your past was just gone and you had no idea who you were, who would you choose to become?